Welcome to Start Building Me, my nightly training session that proves to you that consistency is far more important than intensity and duration of working out, folks. It's something you've got to do every day. You've got to move your bodily functions, move your body around, rather. As stupid as it seems, every day, just like going to the bathroom, eating food, sleeping, you don't cut corners on any of those, and there's a good reason for that, because it is essential for your well-being to do exercise, folks. Love it or hate it, a fact is a fact. You cannot argue with facts, folks. That's the thing. You can beat your head against a brick wall for as long as you want, trying to convince yourself that you are healthy. But that is just not the case, folks. You've really got to exercise as well as eating healthy and sleeping right and drinking enough water, etc., etc. It's going to be a short, sweet one from me tonight, folks, just to prove to you that even when I'm feeling rubbish, I am still going to exercise. I did not walk the dog today. They're furious. There's a protest going on outside the Start Building Me studio today, for some sort of a mutiny, I have a feeling, but young Keith slept up on my pillow last night because there's thunderstorms at the moment, so it's been raining all day. So I figured, hey, I could just sit back and play some more Gran Turismo and go out and get some tacos, but then I thought, look, then I'm not following what my own message is here, which is practicing what I preach, and that's why I want to do it. Now, I'm just going to try something here very quickly, see if this works. Stream chat read only. We'll try. Anyway, folks, I just switched it to the multi-stream chat. Just wanted to try it because I never have. If I don't see your messages, sorry, folks. I am in the experimental mode of trying to see what multi-stream chat even does here on I can't even remember what the platform is called. Streamlabs, of course, from the people who do all the different things together. I basically, if I can look at the Twitch chat or I can look at multi-stream, and I will try to see what multi-stream is even doing today, folks. So without further ado, I've done no exercise at all. Neither of the dogs are going to kill me in my sleep. Just kidding, folks. I'll try and keep it positive as always. But I've had a great day. I've had a great day doing nothing. Just been having protein shakes and reading about macroeconomics and how we're all doomed. So, folks, learn how to grow and vegetables and vegetable gardens. Help me, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope. Let's hope not. Anyway, what is this? It's called exercise, folks. You're sitting down on something and you're sitting back up. No, you're sitting down on something and you're standing back up, folks. It's called exercise. It's the most basic foundational form of a compound movement. A compound movement is something that uses multiple groups of muscles in that particular exercise. So for a squat, which is this exercise, or a unweighted squat, we're using our quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, lower back. We're also using our calf muscles in our feet. Anything where we're trying to keep our back perpendicular to the ground, we're going to be using core strength, even though not that much, folks. So, as I always say, the 4 stages of competence. If you're in that unconscious incompetence phase, i.e. you're looking at me cross-eyed and you have no idea what I'm doing, but you can sit down on a chair and stand back up, that's exercise, folks. And that's really what Start Building Me is trying to drive at, mainly, folks. I want you to get into the habit of exercising, see it in its most simple form, and see it as something enjoyable. Even for me, I wanted to play Gran Turismo. I was playing Mount Pratt Panorama, doing some laps in a couple of cars that I bought on the game today. But I figured, hey, I'll come and do a quick 15-minute sessions, get the blood pumping around, and who knows, maybe tacos. Maybe tacos are on the card. They're certainly on the mind. So the repetition's arbitrary. Do whatever you've got. So it could be just a few, and then go have dinner, folks, or go have a shower, or whatever it is that you do. Just get into the habit of thinking, I am just going to do that every now and then. And that's how I always explain it to people. I'll be in my office and I'll be thinking of something, and people think I'm mad, but Crazy Gordo isn't an ironic nickname, folks. So I'll sort of do a few squats on the spot, really be thinking about that tension that you're getting in the bottom of your glute, that slingshot that's pulling you all the way up, lubricating those knees, running everything through those hinges that are called joints, folks. This is what exercise is. You don't have to go to the gym and do leg days and do 40 minutes worth of leg exercises, folks. Like, really, that's insanity. If you want to really condition that muscles, or you're rehabilitating, or you're doing a sport, then sure, it's not silly at all. Go for it. But just for, the average day Joe, average day Jane, doing their exercise from time to time, really, that's all you really want to do, folks. Just want to think of it like that. Sitting back into your heels, weight going to the outside of your feet, folks. That's how your feet are designed. You've got arches in your feet. The arches they could come in contact with the ground if you have a flat feet, but otherwise, your knees will do that. So you're always trying to sit with your weight going to the outside of your feet, and that will keep you from buckling your legs. Do a few. Never forget to breathe, folks. Follow what I say, not what I do, because I will just switch back there. There we go. Follow what I say, not what I do. Like I say, is the aim of the game. You're just trying to get the blood pumping. Do a few minutes of this, do a few minutes of push-ups, and then I'm going to go, folks, because I got stuff to do. So do you. Happy hump day. And I know Jazzercise, for instance, is playing metal guitar, and I'm just here to get the blood pumping and show you, look, time is arbitrary, like I'm always saying. I might be here for 15 minutes, I might be here for 30 minutes, I might not be here at all, but I'll try and put the scheduled live stream thing, keep that being a bit more accurate. But my whole point is even if I'm here, even if I'm not here, and you come here, you don't have to stay here for the time I'm here. You could literally come in and say, hey, here's Dave, what a goose, the golden goose, do a few squats, arms out as a counterbalance, and that's it, folks, and then you can get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, really just take the time, take the repetition, take the just extrapolate what you actually need from the exercise, which is just to get your heart rate up and get your blood pressure up, get your mind focused on the fact that you actually have to do exercise to be healthy in this life, folks, whether you like it or not. And see the positive side of it instead of the negative side. And the positive side of Start Building Me, other than me, of course, and my fantastic self in all his glory, is you can do this in your room. It's free. Nobody's ever going to hit you up with costs, anything like that. I don't need money. I need your time. Give me your soul. No, I'm shocked to see that this is something that a lot of people don't know about, and something that I'm actively trying to encourage people to get into, because it's terrifying to me that so few people exercise and think it's optional. It is not optional, folks. It's mandatory. So let's bust out a few more squats. I'll do a few push-ups, and then I'm out of here, folks. Probably out of here within 15 minutes. That is the point. Get your blood pumping. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do a few more and then we'll get out of here. Well, until I do push-ups. But that's how you should be thinking of exercise, folks. It's not something where it's like, I must go and do an hour straight. Why? Why an hour, Did cavemen go and say, okay, I'm just going to go chase this mammoth for an hour and then call it quits? Doesn't work like that. Excuse me. I just had apple cider vinegar and water and it's giving me gas. It's supposed to be good for your stomach enzyme health, folks. Whether that's true or not is what I'm experimenting in at the moment. Trying to rehydrate myself. Going to start getting into rock climbing once the bouldering gym opens, which should be good at the end of the year. But by golly gosh, I hope they have some enormous industrial fans blowing on me in this place, folks, else I'll slide off the wall and melt. Anyway, let's bust out a few more squats from the side profile, because I think it's easier to think about when you're watching it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I'm lacking coherence, folks, I apologize. That's why I try and catch people live so they can ask me questions if I am rambling incoherently, as I have been known to do my entire life. I put it down to the brain damage, folks, from combat sports. But, you know, maybe other things as well. Maybe just the enjoyment of rattling my head around from time to time, or heavy metal. But I will be having videos that I am going to put content to explain everything piece by piece, to explain everything without having to say it again and again. I'm just saying it again and again and again now to practice saying it in front of the camera, so people who like and subscribe to my Twitter channel can get this stuff drilled into their heads, because that's what I really think it is, folks. We're working that neuroplasticity. I have done it my whole life, and it's something that I know I can hammer into you guys. Like before, I was gonna put the schedule up for my sister and change it, because I was like, you know, nah, I'm not gonna start building me today. So even I have this going through my head the whole time. Everybody resists things that you think that you can discount, but there are some things that you really can't discount, folks, and this is one. I'll be doing this. I'll be getting the creative juices flowing as a result of breathing and getting that cardiovascular exercise down. And I'll go out and undoubtedly play some faster laps on Mount Panorama in whatever car I was driving, an electro vehicle EV Porsche. So that was pretty cool. Do some 10 more squats and do some push-ups and get out of here. And I might only do like 30 or 40 push-ups. We'll see how we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The box is out of the way, and I'll switch off that camera and we'll get back into it. Down to the floor, aka Dave's patented crotch cam. Now, folks, there are many types of push-ups. You can push up off your knees. You can just put a little bit of weight over your wrist to practice loading up and getting a bit of intensity on your shoulders. Whatever it is that you want to do, it still counts as a push-up. You're pushing your weight up off the ground. Might not be a strict push-up, which people get very touchy about if you don't do a strict military push-up, but who cares? Just do what you've got. 3, 4, 5, tense your butt. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a good set. Or you could have done 1. Like I said, folks, that is absolutely arbitrary. We are trying to compete against your performance yesterday. Your performance yesterday. Not my performance, not Shaquille O'Neal's performance, not Manny Pacquiao's performance. Your performance, folks. Exercise is a personal thing. Till you start becoming a professional athlete where the team owns you, all you're trying to do is improve your own health, folks. And it's the most amazing pursuit of all time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And breathe. Don't think about the Chinese uprising. Don't think about the Ukraine, Russia, US-Russian proxy war. Don't think about economic impending doom. Don't think about BRICS nations taking over the world. Just exercise, folks. Death, taxes, and exercise improving your life. They're the things that we know are guaranteed in your life. We're coming up towards the silly season, folks, now, and that's why it's really important to make sure you continue your exercise. It will reduce your anxiety, folks. Reduce your anxiety, reduce your depression, improve your sleep quality. It will stabilize you in ways that you will not be able to understand until you do it. It is a panacea in life. Spread your fingers, tense your butt. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If anything's not making sense, go and watch some of my other videos. I'm sure there will be more sensible explanations other than this one. I'm going to bust out maybe 20 more, and that will be about 15 minutes. I'm going to get out of here, folks. Sound good? So let's go. Spread your fingers, tense your butt. That will keep your core stable when you're doing this. Dig your feet into the ground. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Folks, you've just done exercise. That's all that it is.